I wanted to make this super fun intro where we have a staring contest, but then I tried to record it and apparently, yeah, I don't blink for a long time. Maybe I'll cut it into a short. Anyways, roll the intro! Hello and welcome back, Chain Gang. I hope you are having a lovely week. Okay, listen. I was really good. I was so well behaved. I think we can all admit that I did such a heckin' great job of avoiding discussing a certain company of the VTubing variety and some of their potential and alleged misdeedery. But I think I just smelled a juicy bone in this new FalseEyeD's video, so we're gonna watch and react to that. The original video is in the description below. Please go support it. Please also like and subscribe this, or I will devour your timeline. It just occurred to me while setting this up that I kind of just looked at the... Yeah, we're just gonna watch the news together, guys. It's gonna be great. Shut up and don't worry about it. Anyways, back to our VTubing generation's Tom Brokaw. Now I wish he sounded like Tom Brokaw.
It was a threat. That is, today we
What?
turn back to VTuber agency Nijisanji, alongside Texas Anime Convention WeebCon, and also included in this top story is myself. Turning back 1 year ago, when Nijisanji had struck not...
I feel like I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. And no, before the roasting starts, this is not an accurate size comparison of FalseEyeD's, damn it. Probably.
1, not 2, but 10 of the videos on our YouTube channel.
What?
Those strikes later overturned. But as it turns out, that
Wait,
was not
they tried
the
to
end
copyright
of
strike it?
Nijisanji targeting us. As weeks later, I would virtually be attending a panel at WeebCon. This also being a convention that Nijisanji English's Aluna group was virtually attending. And as with numerous other VTubers at this event, I had a standee. Numerous convention guests taking the opportunity to borrow these VTuber standees and place them around the convention, leading to this photo that was sent to me. My standee prominently placed in front of the Aluna group, that then leading me to post that picture on Twitter, alongside the caption of, "I came to the wrong neighborhood."
Boy,
This
don't
actually
get
being
beat
a
up.
scheduled tweet, as I had just arrived in Tokyo, Japan. 7 hours after that tweet was posted out, I then would receive this message. This by way of my third-party contact with
Are you gonna
WeebCon,
read it or am
alerting
I,
me on
False?
April 12th of 2023, saying, "Hey, False, I wanted to relay some dumb politics to you. WeebCon is asking if you could possibly remove the post about being in the wrong neighborhood with the Niji cast in the back. We don't care about any of that, but I guess they are threatening WeebCon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese voice actors and stuff next year if it's not taken down and stuff. It's up to you in the end, but they wanted to ask if that was possible and apologize."
Okay, but this does kind of go to an impressive new height to me. Because, like we've seen they have and exert a measure of control over some talents. This is spicy. They're like, no, we can use that same power and control and coerce this. Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, beyond that, like, this also kind of doesn't super help Nijisanji to even address False, because False is often pretty critical of Nijisanji, and I would say fairly so. That's not a criticism of FalseEye. I don't know how he prefers it said. Anyways, by acknowledging this tweet, saying, no, he has to take this down or we're not going to do anything, you're admitting that, like, A, you know this person, and you don't love what this person has to say, and that you're willing to pull strings to make sure that this... Okay. Poker face is looking weird, but continue.
Guys, for the annoying politics Niji is bringing to the event with this. They are working on cutting ties to Niji so they won't be involved in 2024. Again, so sorry for being the middleman to give you this request. WeebCon said it's all up to you. It could be a possible empty threat, but that could hurt the convention a ton next year if it's not. I would then go on to immediately delete that tweet.
In a professional sphere.
Replying, thanks a ton, false. They will be happy. We all know how annoying Niji is, and that's why WeebCon is done with them after all this. Lastly stating, oh, no troubles at all. We think it's BS that something as harmless as a little joke could cause an issue. So once again, in review, this being a confirmation that Nijisanji had been viewing my social media and even going so far as to target it, applying pressure to a third party, and even going so far as to threaten their way of business. As once again, this third-party contact had stated, they are threatening WeebCon hard with making sure they can't book Japanese voice actors and stuff next year. This contact further confirming they are working on cutting ties to
and
Niji,
I bet they were so hopeful that this never came out.
That's why WeebCon is done with them after all this. And as earlier stated, WeebCon did not invite Nijisanji to their 2024 convention. Now simply leaving myself to inform our third-party contact that we would now be running this story, that communication sent weeks ago, and hopefully now answering some questions that viewers and users may have been asking regarding some of my activity on Twitter these past 2 months.
To be very honest, noticed absolutely nothing. I've been absolutely oblivious. Oops! I mean, guys, you could trust me to keep you updated on stuff sometimes.
Actively viewing and targeting my social media that has been from time to time influencing what I am tweeting, what I am retweeting, and perhaps who I am responding to. This all as Nijisanji will be attending Anime Impulse, their Seattle event upcoming in May, but at this time only inviting their male VTubers from Nijisanji English. These tickets having now been on sale for weeks, but with only Vanta Crowbringer selling out. This all while Anime Impulse has been expanding out the relationship with HoloLive, inviting the HoloStars English boys, with all of their meet and greets immediately selling out. This possibly being due to the difference in the amount of tickets between the two groups. Anime Impulse originally limiting 2 tickets per liver, and then raising that further to 3 for Nijisanji English. This all in the wake of the Nijisanji English AR Live Colors event, and as further evidenced here, also highly favoring the male VTubers in Nijisanji English. Users totaling the total amount of time each member was on screen for this particular event. Every last one of the male VTubers, doubling the screen time of that of the female members in Nijisanji English. As moving on now to this past weekend, we had the Virtual Rhapsody event, held this past weekend in Singapore.
Okay, somebody comment below if there's a theory. I don't know a lot about Nijisanji, aside from, like, stuff we've covered on this channel previously in regards to a certain talent they used to have. Are their males just that much more popular? I'm honestly just curious about what the hell's going on. I don't keep up to date enough with this stuff. Anyways.
And earlier upping the amount of meet and greet tickets available. This as many were surprised to see what looked to be sparse attendance for this event. Numerous social media posts showing rows upon rows of empty seats,
people
and
are
leading to
broke.
comparisons of other fan events. Virtual Rhapsody also experiencing some technical difficulties, later sending out this tweet: "Dear fans, we apologize for the audio issue at the start of Act 1 live stream yesterday. Problem has been resolved, and you can now rewatch the broadcast on the Zyko website." Other users also focusing on the meet and greets at this event. Some attendees stating that their purchase time of 90 seconds was lowered to 60 or below, and with photos showing that those attending the meet and greets had to share earbuds, one person after the next. This all while happening at the same time was HoloLive Productions' involvement with DreamHack Melbourne. That event drawing in a larger than expected audience, and with live tickets being anywhere from a half to only a third as much as the Nijisanji English Virtual Rhapsody event. Also noticed on screen at the Virtual Rhapsody event was this misspelling, seen here weeks before in an online trailer as Millie Parfait
there had to be
is
an
picking
extra
up
L.
an extra L. Having Nijisanji English's Witch of Calamity, who has now debuted in 3D. Nijisanji English's Reimu Endo sharing this screenshot and asking, Millie, WTF is that? Renzoto sharing here, Millie and Millie and Millie and Millie and Millie and Millie, congrats on 3D. Nijisanji showing off 11 performers on screen all at once. Millie's 3D debut also surprising a number of viewers as on hiatus member of Nijisanji Japan. Maimoto would appear for a segment and later saying congratulations,
I don't
Millie,
know, like
saying
most
further,
of
I am
these
on
people.
hiatus, but I was offered the opportunity to perform at Millie's 3D unveiling. I'm glad I was able to clear my head and punch
so
Oliver
congratulations
Evans
to
in the
them.
face.
I have no
Millie's 3D
qualms with
debut,
the talents.
drawing in
I
the
honestly wish them
smallest
well.
audience
I
on
just
record
don't
for
like the way the
Nijisanji's
company runs.
3D debuts, clocking in at a grand total of 14,328 concurrent viewers at peak. That just below Rosemi Lovelock's earlier 3D debut. As debuting in 3D this past weekend was Anna Alouette with Nijisanji English. Anna herself also inviting on a surprise guest, that being Kyo Kaneko, who has been graduated from Nijisanji English for over 2 months now. In its 3D debut, clocking in a little higher at over 17,000 concurrent viewers at peak. That being just a little bit short of Axel Sirius's record for his 3D showcase, and also below that of Petra Gurin, Banana Ryugu, Homo Rainpuff, and Nijisanji English's Solar Sky Dragon. That, of course, being Alira Pandora, who was one of the 8 performers at Virtual Rhapsody, and returning to public streams on YouTube with an audience of 3,200 concurrent viewers at peak. Alira's subscriber count now dropping down to 550,000 subscribers on YouTube, having since lost 6,000 subscribers since her return to YouTube, dropping from an earlier account of 606,000 subscribers and effectively wiping out all the subscribers.
This is hard. It's hard to look at. I understand where it happened and why it happened, and I remember distinctly why it happened, and I get it. But it's also just like, yeah, that's gonna sting. Ouch. Ook, 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 ah. Okay. Onwards.
Gained in the past year. Nijisanji English on Instagram also confusing users with this post saying, drop some out there food combos in the comments featuring Alira Pandora, but then closing comments. Alira still finding time to celebrate 10 million views on Diamond City Lights, the Wave debut song for Lazu Light, and also premiering a brand new cover of Moonlight Destiny alongside Maria Marionette of Nijisanji English. Maria saying, I dragged Alira Senpai into covering this song with me. Our vocals blended really well, so I'm excited for everyone to hear it. The Stonewall users on Bilibili have been able to hear Alira. That, of course, being joined alongside Nijisanji English's Vox Akuma. No stranger to the Bilibili platform, but himself also recently losing followers on Bilibili.
I don't know if
Vox
that's just
last
me.
week having lost 10,000 YouTube subscribers, as numerous other users in Nijisanji English are still losing thousands upon thousands of subscribers. Vox in the past months still active on Twitter saying, I love Nijisanji so much, while also taking time to stream on Bilibili.
Was that written under
now
duress?
To YouTube with a brand new
Just
outfit
wondering.
reveal.
Allegedly.
That new outfit as seen here, and huh. Fox having actually revealed a brand new outfit the exact same day on the year previous.
I think I don't. So I'm gonna be real. The empathetic cringe I just had, I think, took several lifetimes off of my soul. What the hell? What was that false? Ah!
Racking up over 86,000 viewers at peak for that stream, but during this new outfit reveal, racking up only over 15,000 viewers, dropping down a monumental 71,000 viewers year over year. While 3 days later, Vox would celebrate his birthday. The year prior, Vox's stream hitting up to over 12,000 concurrent viewers at peak, but in 2024, only peaking with a third of that audience. That all despite what that strange spike and drop seen here in this graph half of the stream
Yeah,
would
that is
try to
odd.
say to the otherwise. Vox for his 2024 birthday bash, racking up over $15,000 US. This amount also being less than half of what was earned by Vox during his birthday bash of 2023.
Not
As
to
numerous
mention
other
we have
users
no
were
idea how much
very
of it he
surprised
sees.
by another recent stream of Vox, dropping down into the hundreds, peaking at 1,052 viewers, but ending with only 745. Vox once again having over
my.
1.35 million YouTube subscribers, as alongside the prerequisite Nijisanji English birthday goods and voice merchandise for Vox's birthday. Vox would go on to receive something no other Nijisanji livers receive on their birthdays: more specialized merchandise. Nijisanji English posting orders open for merch based on Nijisanji English liver Vox Akuma's original movie, Vox Akuma: The Demon Hungers.
So if you post like there's a weapon to your head and say, I love this company, this company is so nice to me, maybe they won't spit in your mouth and ask you to swallow it.
When the Demon Hungers was released, we never had a real after party due to all the horrible things that happened. Now that I've begun to heal, it's time we celebrate properly on the eve of the graphic novel and poster being released.
My.
Absolutely no one understanding what he meant here by horrible things. The Demon Hungers being released last November. Vox also saying we never had a real after party. This all while Vox did have 3 separate streams talking about the Demon Hungers. In regard,
I love the way he delivers information. Like it's very professional, but it's also like, interesting, isn't it? Anyway.
regarding birthday merchandise, Nijisanji has updates. Nijisanji now changing a few of the materials offered in the birthday goods and voice merchandise packs, as seen here for Shuyumino, whose birthday merchandise is going on sale May 1st, alongside Hex Haywire's birthday merchandise, where they're going on sale
like, even
May
though he's a
6th.
little
As
roasty
Nijisanji
here and there,
English is
he's
releasing
still being
even
like,
more
nope, this is
merchandise,
when it drops.
celebrating
If you
the
want to support it, you
TTT
can.
half anniversary. This being Nijisanji English's
So
most
fresh.
recent wave, debuted last October. This merchandise including acrylic stands, badges, and even puppets. And yes, it's true, these puppets confirm all 3 members do
they
actually have
squishy!
moles on their faces.
I want
So
to
while
squish
Kanai
it.
Nakasato of TTT will be experiencing a 3.0 brush up soon. And as the group's debut song has now finally received, 6 months later, a music video. This particular song for this wave, entitled Desire, not actually sung by any of the TTT members, but instead by Nijisanji English livers Anna Alouette and Maria Marionette. Nijisanji English also now posting regular auditions open.
I did
now,
see
you
this.
can audition for Nijisanji English at any time. Are you ready to join Nijisanji English and make the world your stage? Takahata responding with screams confusedly, Sku-chan replying with some nervous laughter, alongside Comrade Dell saying, can we make this the new Brazil meme? For VTubers, your punishment is to be auditioned to Niji. Other users responding with 2 words, hell no. More meat for the meat grinder. And don't rag on me for this. I think this is a bit too early for this right now. I think you need to organize a bit of your house in order.
That's not
first.
even a roast.
Some
That's
users
just
also
like a
noticing
legitimate,
the application
hey.
form includes the question of your exact height in centimeters. Some
What?
surmising this may have to do with potential 3D models in the future, as Nijisanji English members such as Kyo Kaneko would receive a significant height difference later, even despite graduating before receiving a 3D model. Today for Nijisanji now marking the end of their 4th quarter, and coincidentally, the end of them offering clear files alongside their life support sale. Nijisanji bringing back loads of unsold
What does
goods,
that mean?
including graduated members from Nijisanji. Nijisanji now at the end of their 4th quarter announcing the end to the Niji Store New Life Support Campaign 2024 event, saying they've reached the planned number of mini clear files to be distributed, and therefore the offering of clear files alongside
Okay, that sounds like copium.
This life support campaign have
No,
concluded.
we hit the number we
Nijisanji has
wanted.
confirmed they will
Got
not
it.
be holding their Niji Fest event this year. Nijisanji skipping 2024 and instead opting to hold Niji Fest in February of next year of 2025. This potentially drawing it even closer to Hololive Productions' HoloFest, often set in March. This as we turn to the brand new VTubing agency, the Sox VTubing agency.
I'm gonna
who
pause
are
for a
almost
second here. It really feels to me like Nijisanji is just doing everything in their power to make the narrative move along and the story move along. But the problem is you've still got everybody who has seen the fires that you're hiding behind the curtain, and we're all going, you why are you, stop advertising this and go put out that fire, and then tell us how you put out the fire, and then do all the shit you want. I don't know. That's where I am. I still haven't heard anything reassuring that they are looking at the way they treat their employees and trying to make their workplace less freaking toxic. And I think regardless of any personal feelings about any of the talents within Nijisanji I everybody deserves a fair and balanced workplace where they aren't treated like crap and they get paid fair wages. And from what we've seen about the contract releases, that allegedly might not be what we're looking at. But I digress.
House ready. Ready with girls, girl feed, girl house, the
What?
apology wall, alongside lanyards, card sleeves, and animals. Socks further asking, why did I buy this wall, man? It's stressing me out. And speaking about, that is the end of this episode. As we have a quick thanks to
That's
Tobin
funny,
Jacobs, creating this life-size print of myself alongside all of the other members of Mythic
Nice.
Talent. All of the scene here lined up alongside one another here. And yes, that height does look correct for Fillion as well. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord server, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.
Yeah! Alright, guys, what do you think? What would you do if you were Nijisanji? I'm kind of afraid of how some of you are going to answer that. But for realsies, how would you write the narrative of the ship? You've got a PR disaster. What are you going to do? Thank you guys so much for your patience this week. I apologize for the lighter uploads, but I will be getting back into my normal groove as soon as I can. I appreciate all of you. And, okay, love you, bye.